The deep satisfaction that comes from a personal relationship with. 339. God. St. Paul interprets the coming of God in the flesh as an opportunity to reject idolatrous ways and worldly desires. This is a moral conversion, a conversion that makes us eager to do good. This is a result of God's own generosity who offers us His grace. Our human frailty is assumed by Christ when He becomes one of us, when He takes human flesh for Himself. Therefore, be alert in terms of knowledge of yourselves, of your own conduct. This means, know your limitations, such as setting appropriate limits and boundaries regarding the use of your time, the topic of conversations, or the places where you usually meet. It means knowing and acting on alerts that tell you where you shouldn't go or what you shouldn't do. It means asking for help, whether or not you think you need it. The birth of Jesus does not allow us to escape the reality of our worlds. But let us remember that He is born in the midst of the circumstances of our daily lives as Emmanuel, as God with us. Our spiritual life and the Eucharist constitute the most important part of personal care that requires our total attention, since they nourish us on the path that invites us to live forever. The name, Bethlehem, means, house of bread, which is the Eucharist. Jesus has told us that He is food for us, the bread of life. Whoever eats this bread will live forever. The bread that I give you is my flesh for the life of the world. Seeing Jesus under the appearance of a host, a little circle of bread like a wafer, demands an enormous leap of faith, but the frequency with which we receive the Eucharist, with that same frequency our human fragility is assumed by Christ when He becomes in part of our human flesh. Luke 2:18 says, all who heard it marveled at the things that were told to them by the shepherds. The only thing we are very sure of is that we have given it to ourselves, and that we have received gifts that the imagination cannot fully describe. The Christmas ritual of giving and receiving continues to be repeated everywhere. He may be calling you to find someone else and tell that person that this child is the one who came to die in our place. But let me tell you, as you share the good news with others, and see how they marvel and show enormous admiration, you will feel infected with those same feelings. That sense of wonder, that sense of His presence is renewed as you transmit this beautiful teaching to others. And prove to be witnesses of this good news that Jesus continues to live in the Eucharist. Become a member of the channel and be an instrument of the Word of God. Don't miss this opportunity to impact lives. Click the link in the description now and help us spread the Word of God. The New Wineskin and the Old by Fatima Gutierrez. Summary. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins, otherwise the new wine breaks the wineskins, and the new wine is spilled and lost. That is why the new wine in new wineskins has been to throw out. St. Mark 2.22. Jesus is teaching here one of the truths that we must understand. A wineskin somehow represents our life. The wineskins were the containers